A low turnout in overseas absentee voting in Canada. As Pinoy voters add their voices to the midterm elections back home, a migrant group is calling for changes to how the absentee voting is done in the country. Vanessa reports.
Antonio Trillanes.
Pinoy absentee voters in Canada have spoken. After 2 days of canvassing, official results show Filipinos here want the same senators that won the race back home. Senate old-timers Alan Cayetano, Lauren Legarda, and Chis Escudero topped the list, and newcomers Grace Poe and Bam Aquino also made it in. Other senators include Coco Pimentel, Edgardo Angara, and Antonio Trillanes. But controversial neophyte Nancy Binay did not make it to the top 12 in Canada. It was Akbayan party list Risa Ontiveros instead that made it here. Despite the difference, many voters were still happy with the results.
As expected, I'm sure there's a lot of people who thinks that democracy failed and all that. I've been reading that all over the internet, and all I have to say to that is that democracy worked, and it did exactly what it was supposed to do. The majority has elected its leaders, and so we have them. So I think it's just right.
But voter turnout was low. Only 9.37% out of over 30,000 registered voters participated. Officials say one of the reasons could be Comelec's decision to initially remove registered voters who did not vote for the last two elections in 2008 and 2010. While Comelec took them back in March, it was too late as many were unaware that they were allowed to vote.
It seems that Filipino voters did not give due importance to this political exercise, because they do not feel much interest in participating in this voting.
The low turnout was also disappointing given the convenience of OAV in Canada. It is one of the few countries where postal voting is allowed. Members of Migrante Party List say there should be changes to absentee voting.
Nakaka-discourage na although maraming nakarehistro, pero yung bumoto ay napakaliit na porsyento. So ang punto diyan ay bakit?
They're pushing for online or computerized voting in Canada, saying that the postal system just won't work anymore. Vanessa, ABS-CBN News, Ottawa.